Hey guys, in this video we'll learn how to create auto mode and custom mode VPC networks, and we'll also create a firewall route from the scratch. So to do that, you have to go to your Google Cloud Console and you have to click this navigation menu and you have to go to VPC Network and VPC Networks, and you will see that there is a default VPC network. And in order to create a optimal VPC network, you have to click this create VPC network button and you have to give the name. I will say my auto VPC network, and if you want you can provide a description. As you can see here, the subnet creation mode, we will choose automatic instead of custom in this time. So for the firewall rules, I will choose the all firewall rules that is given from the Google Cloud Console, and we can leave all the configuration details and just we'll create a create button. Click the create button, but before that you can see there is a equivalent command line, and you can click this in order to create a VPC Automode network. You can copy these gcloud command lines and use it while you are creating in the terminal, but for now we are creating using a console. We don't need it. I have clicked the create button, and you will see that my auto VPC network is creating now. It will take about 1 or 2 minutes. So let's wait and refresh. You can see the default VPC network, which has a subnet of 23 subnets, and mode you can see auto mode, internal IP ranges and external IP ranges. We don't have any external IP ranges, and we also don't have a secondary IP range. There is a gateways, and there are 4 firewall rules you can see. And we'll refresh it again and check whether our VPC network is creating. I guess it's done. You can see my auto VPC network with the default VPC network. We have 22 subnets and the mode is auto mode. Now we will create a custom VPC network using a Google Cloud Console. We'll create a VPC network, the same steps, but this time I will give the name of custom VPC network, and instead of choosing automatic, I will leave the custom subnet creation mode, and I will give the name my subnet, and you can provide the description, and you need to provide the region here. I will choose US Central 1, and I will give this name. I will give this IPv4 range, and I will leave all the configuration, and you have to choose these IPv4 firewall rules. You can select the all and click this create button, and it's now creating. We have created auto VPC network, and now we are creating my custom VPC network, and we need to wait a little bit. Our next step will be to create a VM instance using this VPC network. But before that, let's create a firewall rule, so that you can also learn how to create a firewall rule. I think it's done. You can see my custom VPC network, which has only one subnet, and it's the mode shows the custom. And now you have to go to firewall rule. In order to create the firewall rule, you have to click this firewall and just create a firewall rule. Not be careful not to click the create a firewall policy. We will create a firewall rule, and you can give the name my firewall rule, for example. you can choose this, my firewall rule. And now um, we can also change the name. For example, we are allowing the ICMP and SSH. That's why we can say, for example, allow firewall rule, firewall, for example, allow, for example, ICMP and SSH RDP, for example, to make it more clear. So if you want, you can provide the description. You can turn on the logs or off. We'll leave the off, and you can here choose the the network that we have created. As you can see, my auto VPC network and my custom VPC network. Let's choose my custom VPC network, and you can provide the priority, and we'll leave the default 1000. And for the tags, you can, if you want, you can provide the tags. I will choose the all instances in the network. And for the source IPv4 range, I will choose, I will just give default, I will just give 000 and 0, which is the last, as you can see. And protocols and ports, we will choose TCP, and I will give 22 and 3389. And for other, I will allow ICMP. Okay, and then I will click create. As you can see, we just give it the name, and we choose the VPC network that we have created, which it was custom VPC network. And you can see here firewall allow ICMP SSH RGP. These are the default firewall rules. You can delete it before you create your new firewall rule, but now we'll just we will not delete these default firewall rules. You can see, you can click it and check it. My custom VPC network, our priority, and the IP ranges, and you can see TCP 22 and TCP 3389 and ICMP. And yeah, our final step would be to create a VM instance using this VPC network. For example, let's say that we'll choose the custom VPC network, and I'll choose the create not instance template. We need to click the VM instances, and create instance. And I will not change the name instance. Okay, we'll change the name to instance with custom VPC network to make it more clear. So you can choose N1, and for the machine configuration, just choose the F1 micro machine type, and you can leave the old default configuration. For the advanced options, you have to go to the management and click this not management, networking. You have to click this default network and choose this custom VPC network, and just click done, and just click the create button. And now it's creating our VM instance with the custom VPC network. You can see I can zoom it to make it more clear if you want. And if you wait a bit, you will see that our instance with custom VPC network will be ready. You can go and click the refresh button. So as you can see, it's a green mark. Our VPC instance with VPC network is working. You can go and play around with it. You can go and SSH. But in this video, I have showed all the things that I wanted. So thank you very much, and see you in the next videos.